Okay, good day, class. So, let's discuss compound interest. Kaya wala day klase later for General Assembly sa mga faculties. So, naka-asynchronous ang klase. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna discuss compound interest, katong remaining topics sa lecture 2, no? And then, I'll just give you your sheet work to be submitted within today. So, within sa tong class lang. Um, wait lang. Okay, so ako lang i-confirm na asynchronous yun. Alright, so let's discuss compound interest. So compound interest class, according to Albert Einstein daw, which is dili mo gid siya I don't know reliable bang source nagiingon magid ni Albert Einstein, but anyways the thought is the same, no. Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world daw, because he who understands it earns it, and he who doesn't pays it. So kung kasabot ka how compound interest works daw, it will work to your advantage daw, no. So daghan kong may example ana ang on top of ang pinaka the first thing that comes to mind sa compound interest is MP2. Okay? I don't know if you've heard this, but this is the time deposit program sa Pag-ibig, and makita gid mo diri ang how compound interest works to your advantage. Okay, so more on that later. So compound interest, why does compound interest matter? Because ang compound interest mo class contradict as opposed to your simple interest. This interest is earned on money that was previously earned as interest. So meaning interest on top of interest. So di pa sa simple interest, ang gaadra every interest period is really the interest based sa imong principal amount. For example, the 20% of 100, 20 ra. So every interest period mo plus 20 rig ka all the time. As opposed to compound interest, your compound interest is the interest on top of interest. So for example, ang 20% sa 100 is 20. So the first interest period you get 120. And then the next interest period class, ang 20%, kuhaani mo dito, dili na sa 100, sa katunang 120. So that's why it's called interest on top of interest, because it is compounding, accumulating ang yung interest. Okay? So compound interest causes interest and account balances to grow. And this is good for savings investments, as I've mentioned, but can work against you in paying interest on a loan. For example, you are loaning sa bank, no, from the bank. And syempre, naka-compound interest, magiging siya class, no? Ang simple interest, akong giingon sa inyo, mga short-term loans, na simple interest. But sa atong economy, ginagamit na good most of the time is compound interest, because ang mga loans will be good for how many years na, no? So, if nag-loan ka, it can work really against you ang compound interest. Kaya nagkadako ang imong interest nga bayaran as time goes by. Pero if you're saving also, or if you're investing your money somewhere and it is compounding, makita sa mga dako po kayo ang tubo sa imong kwarta. Okay? So, frequency, time, interest rate deposits, and the starting amount all make compound interest powerful. So, the earlier you invest and the bigger you invest and the longer you invest class, kana dako gyud kayo ang mo compound sa imong nga interest. Okay, that's why ningon siya diri nga it all these all make the compound interest powerful. Okay, so manong giingon ang compound interest is interest on top of interest. On the borrower's viewpoint, ingani gyapon ang compound interest, just the same with how we draw cash flow diagram sa simple interest. Same lang gyapon ang idea compound interest, no? If you are the borrower, of course at time zero you will have the P amount, okay? Principal amount or the present worth. And then at the end of time or at the end of the interest period, how many interest period na imuha siya i-borrow, at the end of that time, you will outflow ang imuhang amount, which is this future amount or the accumulated amount. Okay? So, mo na imong viewpoint. Siyempre, opposite po na sa lender's viewpoint. Pero, again, the same nagya po ng idea sa to ang cash flow diagram. Okay, so how do we get the formula, or how do we solve for the formula? If you remember class, ang atong formula sa simple interest is F is equal to P 1 plus I raman to no. So makita nimo class, this is linear. Okay? Makita na to later sa tong compound interest. It will be exponential. So, tanaw na to. So, atong hinahinayon class so that masabtan po na to ang gigikanan sa formula sa compound interest. Okay? So, what we're gonna do is, atong bana-bana, sa to gani, dili siya bana-bana sana. Isa-isaho na to per interest period. Okay? So, di ba naingon ko ang interest period or an interest will be on top of the interest. So, sa first interest period class, you will have the principal at the beginning of the period, you have P, di ba? So, pila mong ma-earn during this period? P times I. Di ba PNI man to? Now, N here is equal to 1. So, tag-isa naman ta ka interest period kay para makita na to ang pattern sa tong formula. So, kung N is equal to 1, of course, PI na siya, no? Whatever the interest rate is, you multiply it by the principal amount. Okay? So, unsa man karon ang amount at the end of the period? So, mura siya ginani class. At the end of the period, ang imuhang ma-interest ani, it could be, pwede pa pasaka, pwede siguro, or panaog. Pwede naman ito mag-imaginary ani. So, you will have, at the end of this time, no, you will get P, of course, ang P, plus ang interest nga imong na-gain. Okay? Interest ato nga money. Okay, so if you add that, di ba, nga na siya, i-add mo na nimo, mo na siya at the end of the first period. So, you will have P plus PI. So, kung ato yung factor at ang P, naanan lang kay P times quantity 1 plus I. Now, mo na siya ang amount at the end of the first period. Pero this is also the amount at the beginning of the second period, correct? So, karon, if you want to get the interest earned at this period sa second, of course, we just multiply this by I, just like ani ba? Kani principal times I. Okay? So, kani, at the end of second period, at the end of the first period, beginning of the second period, mura na ito multiply yan I. Kaya mo na ang idea sa compound interest. Ang interest, multiply na to dito sa iyang principal at the beginning of the period. So, kani siya, multiply na ni mong I. Okay? So, kana times I. So, at the end of the second period, iwala ning i-plus ang duwa. That's a pattern, di ba? If you add this, mo na siya. Okay? So, ang common nilang duha class will be kini. No? So, you factor this out. If you factor out that, ako na nag-shortcut. So, mahitabo mo na ni if you factor that out, 1 plus I, ang mabilin diri is 1, di ba? So, 1 plus, ang mabilin diri kay I. So, I na lang na. So, that will be, kung ako i-expand, 1 plus I, 1 plus I pagit ang mabilin, you will get P times quantity 1 plus I, naka-square na kakaroon. Alright? Naka-square na. Because common man to niya ang 1 plus I. Alright. So, this is now the amount at the end of the second period. And this will be the same amount, principal amount at the beginning of the period. So meaning, if you want to get the interest earned at this period, you will just have to multiply it by I. Okay, kuhaan na po na itong interest ani. Mo na siya. And i-add na po na ito ning duha mo na po ni siya. Alright? So, kung ato nang i-factor out, class, kini itong i-factor out. Okay? So, you will get P1 plus I squared. Unya, ang mabilin dira is 1 plus sa second term, you will have I. So, again, gana siya. The same naman na siya. You can simplify it by P times quantity 1 plus I naka-cube. So, saan nyo nakita ang pattern? As we go up sa itong interest period, no, kung nakita ninyo pattern, this will have, di ba kini siya 1? Kita ang na to. Kini siya 1. Actually, kini siya, pwede ta mag-assume direct 0. So that makita itong pattern nga, if first interest, may nusa na din mo siya 1. Kini second, interest period, 1 siya. Third, mo na siya, 2. Okay? So meaning, if you have n interest period, you will have a principal at the beginning of the period given by P times 1 plus I, n minus 1. Okay? So, tanong ng trend rin class. Ano sa mga po yung trend rin? Same rin po ng n minus 1. Yung multiply yan na mo og I. So, meaning, the future worth class will be, tanaw ninyo, kini ba? Na siya, kani siya, o kana siya. At tanaw ninyo yung exponent, this is 1, no? So, if interest period is 1 sad siya. If it is second interest period, 2 sad siya. Sa third interest period, 3 sad siya. So meaning, we can assume that the pattern here is that the future amount will be P times quantity 1 plus I raised to N. And that's why, kung giing ganina, the compound interest is exponential. Dapat, so dako gid kayo ang yahang interest as time goes by. Okay, so mura na ang ito ang hinumduman. Alright, so, muna siyang example class. Actually, medyo sa'yo pang akong graph, no? Dapat nakaubos pa ni siya. Pero the idea is in exponential siya. So, itong tanawang class, 20%, for example, they will have the same interest per year, 20%. Pero i-compare na to ko ng simple o compounding. So, if we start with 100 pesos, during the first interest period, pila may tubo? 120 ng future amount. 120 po ni because atong ikuha 20% kanima 100. Okay? So 120. Karon sa second period, ang 140 ang 120 mahimong 140 nga naman plusan ra man nato ni og 20. Okay? We just add 20 because sa simple interest, ang atong interest will always be 20% of 100. Okay? For the compound class, dili magsugod og change because the 20% kuhaan nato not from the 100 but from the 120. Okay, 20% ani i-plus sa 120. 144, pila 20% ani i-plus na po nimo sa 144 para mahimo 172. So as time goes by, after 10 interest period, butang na to in a year ni siya. So after 10 years, imo 100 mahimo lang 300. As opposed to your compound, kung ga-compound ka, imuhang 100 will be 619.17. So that's why exponential gid ang growth sa imong compound interest. So kini siya class, please disregard this. Nani siya sa ubos ha. Dili na siya kasugod kana kay pareha pa biya sila point no from 100 to 120. Musugod na din siya og exponential. Okay? Pag abot sa third padulong sa 10. Right? So medyo sayop niya akong graph. Okay, so that is the comparison between simple and compound interest, and I'm sure you already understand unsay difference niya and how to use that to your advantage. So, let's have this single payment compound amount factor. So, gitagalan taog ka ng term lang ni class kay this is really useful, especially when it comes to board exam. Kay ang ilang mga notation yung ginagamit ka ni siya. Okay, so this is what you call the single payment compound amount factor, and it is denoted by the functional symbol F given P, pagbasa ni, at I% in N interest period. So, dili na ka malibog. If you're given with this, ang imuhag yung single payment amount factor will look like this. Nga naman, tanaw na ni mo class. Ang akong technique is, tanaw na ko ni F given P. So, I can just say F divided by P from this formula, 1 plus I raised to N. No? From this formula, divide na ko siya P both sides so that I can see nga, if F given P day siya, kanina siya nga factor ng pasabutan. Okay? Single payment compound amount factor, meaning nitubo siya aning a factor. Okay? Next term, we can have the single payment present worth factor. Present worth factor. So, ang balipod ani is, we get the worth factor atong pangitaon sa iyahang present. For example, nato P diri no katong sa cash flow nato niya F. So, kung gitagantag F, pila yung equivalent P ana, pila ang factor niya. So, of course, ma-negative po na siya class. Okay? From the Okay, from your formula bang F is equal to P1 plus I raised to N. If you want to get the principal or present worth given ng imuhang future worth no P given F, of course, you will divide this by F, di ba? Dili. Not F, way. Kini 1 plus I raised to N. 1 plus I raised to N. Okay, para makancel out ni. So, P na lang mabilin sa PCAS, no? Pwede nato ibaylo. So, you will have F. Kung ato ning isa ka class, that will be 1 plus I raised to negative N. Okay? So, meaning, kung tagaan din mo aning symbol, P given F, meaning you are to get the present value. Okay, the present worth P. So, ang imuhang present worth factor ana is naka-negative. Alright? So, kana lang terminologies lang ta class. But, usahay man gud ang uban kay tagaan mo problem nga inganiun na mo pag uh, um, symbol ba? So, for example, P nya F given P I percent N. Usay nakaana pag yun. So, tagaan kag F given P nya 5% for 3 interest periods. Nga na. So, you will know nga, okay, kanina nga amount, mga values, ako na siya i-substitute ani. So, this is 1 plus I raised to N. Usually nga na pag mga notation sa board exam. Okay? So, ano lang, anad-anad lang class. Okay, let's have an example. So, nag-annotate na ko dire. Kuha na siya, general na siya compound interest, and later we'll discuss a more detailed nga compound interest. Okay, so the compound interest on 30,000 at 7% per annum is 4,347. Determine the number of periods. So karon atong hinahinayon, the compound interest on 30,000. Sa mga 30,000, this is your P. Ito lang tanawin. Okay, this is your P. Okay. Ingon siya, 7% per annum. Ano man ang annum? Dapat familiar naman nga term no, pero na ito na gamiton. Usually in economics, mo na siya ang ginagamit na term no when we are indicating yearly nga rate, per annum. Okay, 7% per annum. So this is your I. Okay, ningon siya diri compound interest 4,347. So niingon man gud siya og compound interest, meaning dili ni ato basin man gud maka assume mo ba nga this is F. Number one, dili na siya F. Kay that is way lesser than 30,000. Dapat atong F is dako pag sa 30,000. Kay ga-compound gani siya. Okay? Or gatubo siya. So this must be your I, big I. Big I rin yung tawag ani. No? Okay. So karon, we are to determine the number of periods. Unknown pa to ang number of periods. Okay, N. Okay, na. Alright? So, ato hinay-hinay in class. Pwede na ito ni mabali-bali. As long as you know the theory, bahala pag bali-balihon na sa inyo, unsay pangutana, unsay i-given, masolve na ninyo. So, what do we need sa ato ang formula? Of course, we know that the formula is for compound interest is F is equal to P times 1 plus IN. Okay? So, we are given with P. We are given with P. We are given with I. Nya kini unknown. Nya kini unknown sa takbo sa future worth. But we can get this using the theory nga. We already know this. The future worth will be the present plus the interest. So, pwede na to gamitin ng ani. The future worth is equal to the principal or the present plus the interest. So, that will be 30,000 plus 4,347. Mo na yung present, sorry, your future worth, di ba? At the end of nth period, which is mo na itong unknown pa. Okay, so we already have F. We solve na to from the given, no? We can now proceed to solving N. Okay, so all we have to do is substitute. We have 34,147. Ang P natin is 30,000. We have I nga 7%, 0.07, and this is unknown. Okay, so we'll get 1.07. Ato man yung kini divide 30,000. Kana siya, and then, sorry, kini din siya is 1 plus 0.07. Okay, so how do we get N? So there are two ways, no? Pwede nato siya i-log. Pwede nato siya i-log katong standard na to nga logging, no, which is katong a raised to n is equal to b, di ba? And that will be your n is equal to log of b, yeah, base n. Right? We could also use this one. If we log both sides, log na to both sides, we will get n, naog man ng n, no? And then we'll get log here, na 1.07. So, naka-log ni siya. So, log ani divided by log ani, you will get the same result, which is 2 years. Okay, so meaning di ay, kini siya nga tubo di ay, na compound interest, kini siya is 2 years ang imong interest period. Okay? So, yeah, I think you already get the hang of it no sa compound interest. Ato ta sa more detailed nga formula class for compound interest. And this is your nominal rate of interest. Okay. This is what banks, government agencies, no, for example, pag-ibig, and are using kining nominal rate of interest in which a certain interest rate is compounded many times in a year. Okay? So, unsa man nominal rate of interest? Now, this specifies the rate of interest and a number of interest periods in 1 year. So, i-rewrite lang na ako class ang atong formula para makita ninyo ang difference. Actually, this is not a contradictory theory sa ato ang formula, but this is a more detailed na more comprehensive na formula. Okay, so kaning nominal rate class, ang atong I, buakon pag nato into R divided by M. Okay, nga naman, because kung sa isa ka year, compound siya of many times. Manang giingon. For example, you are given 10%. Kini akong example ha, before ta mo go sa ato ang um, mga variables dira. So, if the nominal rate of interest is 10%, kaning 10%, dili ni siya ang I. Okay, this is the R, the nominal rate. Kaya mo man mong i-divide in a year. So, for example, nominal rate is 10% compounded quarterly. So, if this is 1 year, pwede ninyo i-visualize less. This is 1 year, no? Nya, 10% daw na siya, nominal rate niya. Pero compounded quarterly, meaning every quarter ga compound siya. Every quarter ga tubo ang imong money. So, quarterly, so kaupat day siya. Na. Okay? So, kaning 10%, dili na siya 10%. Kung i-compound mo ani nga period ba? Okay? For example, kaning January, February, March. Okay? Pagka March, na-compound ang imong money. Ibalik, kuhaan siya interest. So, dili 10% imong gamiton. Imo na siyang i-divide og M, which is ang M mo na siya ang kapila siya gi-compound in a year. So kung maingon ka compounded quarterly, kapila man na 4 quarters, di ba? So kaning 10%, which is the nominal rate of interest, which is 1 year ni siya ang iyahang time frame, no? Usually. So 10% compounded quarterly divided by 4, ang imong I karon kaning I nimo will be 2.5% na per interest period. Kaya mahulog man nga, bahala mo yung ang interest period mo 1 year class. Pero if you're compounding it quarterly, in a way or in a sense, it's as if you have 4 interest period, correct? So, karon ang imong 10% nga per year, mahimo na siyang 2.5%. Kani siya 2.5%. 2.5%, 2.5% siya. So, pila itubuan ni multiply 2.5%, mo na siya nga money, multiply na po until the end. Okay? So 2.5% na din imuhang I. So karon kung ma-change ang imong I class, which is 2.5%, ma-change sa nimong N. Di ba ang I na to, normally kung may tag compounded annually lang siya or in a year mo na ginamong interest, the I here will be equal to R, right? Because M will just be equal to 1. Ang imong N karon dili po na siya ma-change. Pero if you are compounding it many times in a year, your N here will be different. Maunsa man siya. Ang N mo, pares ka ganina, ang I na to himong 2.5, no? Nya kapila man siya gi-compound, kaupat sa isa ka year. So dapat mahimo ni siyang 4, right? Pero dili sad na siya 4 lang, dili sad na siya M lang. Nga naman, for example, mayingog duha ka tuig. So mahimo na siyang 8, di ba? So how do we get the formula for N? Ato na siyang ingani class. N will be M times T, which is ang T mo is in years. Okay? So for example, para mas ma-visualize na to, mo na siya ang 2 years, no? Para makita ninyo mo na yung 1 year, mo na yung 2 years. Okay? Normally, if every year ang imuhang compounding, so this will just be equal to I raised to N. So kining I, for example, 10%, ang yung ganina, 10% per year. So 10% niya imong N is 2, right? 2 na siya. Pero, what if pares ganina ang example? Ang imuhang 10% is compounded quarterly. So meaning, kaupat pa dyan siya. Okay? Pareha sa first year pa doon sa second year, kaupat yapon. Okay? So, mahimo ning 2.5%, right? 2.5%. So, ang imong T diri class, dili na, ang imong T mo na imong in years, and then imong N is compounding periods nimo. So, pila na day kabuok, mahulog nga pila na day kabuok interest periods. Di ba 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? So, meaning, if we are talking about nominal rate of interest or kanang gina-compound siya many times in a year, ang atuwa ding number of interest period class is M times T. Okay? Kani M times T. Where T is pila ka tuig siya ang interest period, and then M is how many compounding periods per year. Okay? So, mora ni siya ang kumbaga expanded version of our formula nga F is equal to P times 1 plus IN. Pero we are not contradicting the theory of compounding interest. Okay, let's have an example. So, find the find the compound interest on 10%. Okay? At 12% rate of interest for 1 year compounded half yearly. So, ato sa hinahinay yun. We have 10% here, and that is your principal amount. Ako naman ang nabutang ng principal amount. 12% rate of interest for 1 year. This must be your R. Compounded half yearly. Half yearly. So, in a year, kapila mo siya compound? Every half a year. So, 2. Kaduha siya in a year. Okay, this is your M. MDI. Okay, so if you write that, ningon naman po siya for 1 year din, no? Mo na ito ang T. Isa naman ka tuig. Okay, so 1 year. So if you write all the given, kana siya. So let's use this formula, kaning katong sa nominal rate, no, where I is R over M and then N is M times T. So you'll have 10,000 multiplied 1 plus 0.12, your R, divided by 2 times 2 times 1. Okay? So you'll have a future worth of F is equal to 11,236 pesos. Okay, so make sure nga greater gina siya sa imong P. Yes, future worth. And then, ang gipangutan na class, dili ang future worth. The compound interest, meaning pila ang tubos kwarta dili. So all you have to do is, the same thing with simple interest. You just subtract F. You subtract 10,000 from your future worth, and that will be your interest. So the compound interest is 1,236. All right, next example. A bank offers 5 kini class. Daghan na kayo ni. Okay. A bank offers 5% compound interest calculated on quarterly basis. So kanina pala tayong kabulong nga, M is equal to 4. Okay. So a customer deposits 1.5 on each 1st of January and 1st of July of a year. At the end of the year, find the amount he would have gained. Okay, so mao ni siya ang cash flow. Wala na ko na sulat ang cash flow din. It's because dali ra mo siya, isa ra siya. Pero ginani gani yung mga problem class. Daga na kay involved ba in a span of your interest period. Nya lahi nga date, it would be very useful to use cash flow diagram. So ato siyang kung ano cash flow class from the customer's viewpoint. Tama ba? Yeah, kaya investment niya, no? Customer's viewpoint, of course, ga-invest siya minus. Pag abot sa time, at the end of time, pa-up na siya kaya nag-gain naman niya yung amount. Okay. So karon nato sa i-identify mga given. A bank offers 5% compound interest. So kani 5%, pwede na to i-assume nga R na kay lahi man na namatay compounding frequency, no, and that would be quarterly. So we already have M is equal to 4. So naatay R nga 5%. Okay. So a customer daw deposits 1.5 each. So January 1, nag-deposit siya og 1.5, and then July 1, nag-deposit siya og 1.5. And then at the end of the year, so meaning 1 year na din ni class. Okay? 1 year na din ni. So atong T will be 1 year. Okay. So karon ato takala sa kini medyo kailangan siya gamay og kanang analysis yun. Okay. Ato isulat ang atong formula mo ni siya ng formula. Okay? Ato sa isang class, per deposit na to, pwede man na to tanaw ng equivalent nga future worth, diba? I-plus na yun na to. Muna na to ang future worth yun tanan-tanan. Okay? So sa January deposit, ang atong future worth, let's name it as F1. That would be 1.5, the present amount or the principal amount, times 1 plus 0.05 divided by 4. Okay? Nya, raised to 4 times 1. Okay? Ang imong January, padulong sa imong padulong ani nga time ba is equal to 1 month, 1 year. Okay? Muna siya itong tanaw no? From this. So, you will gain from your January deposit, I mean, ang customer makagain siya of the future amount will be 1,576.418. Okay? Sa July, mo tanaw na to, pila kay tubo sa July? That would be 1.5 times 1 plus 0.05 gihapon divided by kuan na gihapon. Karon class, basta malibog mo, ma'am, ganun gi-divide 4 magyapon ang iyahang naka-quarterly basis nga nag-divide 4 magyapon nga half naman lang sa year, di ba? Ang July, from July to the end of the year, half na lang biya na. Because the idea is, ang imong gamiton nga interest is 0.05 divided by 4, katong yung equivalent kada quarter ba? Okay? So, mo rin yung gamiton, asa lang ka ma-change, dili lang ka ma-change sa imong T. Because from July to the end of the year, that is just half a year na lang na, di ba? Half a year na lang. So, ang compounding nimo is still the same because that will be 4, still 4 ang M nimo. But your T will be 0.5. Basta nakaingon mo, ma'am, di ba 1 year man? Yes. Pero we are talking about July, no? Sa perspective sa customer, ang July, with respect sa imong July, July will be half a year na lang, no? Padulong sa kaning N nimo, which is, sorry. Yeah, N man nimo, no? So, again, ang imong T mo change, ana. Okay? 1 siya with respect to January, yes, full year man na. But from July, 0.5 na lang. Okay? So, the July deposit, ang future worth, and it will be 1,537.734. So, tanaw lang nimo class, mo na niingon ang the concept ba nga the idea is the earlier you invest, the bigger you will gain. Okay? Okay, from January of July, pareha na ba sila og gi-invest 1,515 pero mas dakong tubo ang January. That's the manifestation of the time value of money. Now, the earlier, balagmin ko, 1,500 mo po akong gibutang sa July, pero earlier ang January, so mas dako siyang tubo because it takes into account ang time. Mao na diri on nag-differ siya diri 1.5. Okay? So of course, kung nakakuha ka diri og amount nga greater than January, maka-question na gid ka, hala, murag mali niya akong gisolve. Okay? So you will always check kung make sense ba imong answer. So in this case, i-plus na din nato ni class. This is the total amount na nag-gain sa customer. So that is 3,114.15. Kunya, ang gipangutan na dili mo ng future worth. Kung sa pila daw yung nag-gain. So pila kuno ang compound interest. So same rin yapon ganyan na problem. We just subtract ang total nga atong gi-invest, which is 1.5 plus 1.5, that's 3,000. Minusan nato na siya from our future amount. So, ang total yun nga na gain niya class at the end of the year is 114.15. Okay, last problem before I give you, napade, last two there. Okay, so let's have this. I leave this to you, class, kining, sige, ato lang yapon i-solve na lang. Okay, find the amount at the end of 2 years and 7 months if 1,000 is invested at 8% compounded quarterly using simple interest for any time less than a year. Okay. So this one, the I is simple interest. Sorry. This is a combination the I of simple and compound interest. So para mas makita nato if nabay ko ang class, or para mas realistic na guni kay naman gid di ba ningon ko if it is short loan lang or kanang less than, pwede ito mag-simple interest. So, dire yung gi-apply nga problem. So, sa 2 years, compounding. Sa 7 months, simple na lang. So, how do we solve this? Ang kuan yun nga approach class is if we draw the cash flow diagram. So, find the amount at the end of 2 years and 7 months. If 1,000, so unsa man yung 1,000 karon? This is our principal amount. Okay. Invested at 8% compounded quarterly. So M na to will be 4. 8% will be our R. Okay. Using simple interest for any time less than a year interest period. So, kung tanawin yung problem class, ningon siya diri nga, ang ato daw gamiton nga compounding or simple, magdepende siya sa interest period. Kung less than na gani a year, simple daw ko na itong gamitan. Okay, so ito na i-take note, no? So, let's draw the cash flow diagram. I know na-draw na ako dre. Let's discuss this. So, ang 1,000 i-invest niya, no? At time zero. So, kana at 1,000. Kunya, at the end of 2 years and 7 months, so naka 2 years, kung 3 ni class, so siguro naadiri ang 7 months, no? So naadiri na to, naadiri nga to ang future amount, no? Sa at the end of 7 months. Na. So, ang atong gamiton kang class, hinahinayon na to, we get first the amount using compounding. Kay, syempre, dili man na ito makombine dito sa isa ka formula, no? So, at the end of 2 years, ang atong i-take into consideration is, it is compounding. So, compounded quarterly. So, atong gamiton is kana. So, let's assume that this is your F1. And that is given by P times 1 plus R over M raised to MT. So, 1,000 kana plus 0.08 kana siya divided by 4, which is your compounding frequency, no? Raised to 4 times 2. So, 8 kabuok interest period mahulog, di ba? Within 2 years. So, ang atong makuha diri is 1,171.66. Karon class, tungod kay lahi na ang interest murag metrics ba? Because this is less than 2 years na. Ang atong gamiton karon nga F here for simple interest. If you remember, no? Kung nasave ko ganin nag-recall class na una, 1 plus I naman ko to, no? Dapat 1 plus NI ang simple interest. Okay? So, tungod kay simple interest atong gamiton ani nga period class, we will be using F1 na at the start of this period. Katong natungkot sa na-solve ko ganina. Okay? So, this will be P times 1 plus NI. Okay? So, if you can recall sa itong ordinary simple interest, kung nakas months naman yun, i-divide na natin ng 12, no, a portion of 1 year. Okay? So, again, the present worth here will be equal to the future worth of this 1,000. Okay? Again, with respect to this timeline, ang atong present worth is ang F1. Alright? So, this will be 1,171.66 times 1 plus a portion of a year, 7 over 12, times kinigya po ng ato interest gamiton class. Okay, so this is your result. Ang future amount mo will be 1,226.34. Dili na nato i-plus sa F1 class. Yan naman, we cannot add mga amounts in a different time scale. Okay? We can only add kung naa siya dire. And also, because kining F1, mamara itong gigamit ka ganina, basin manggod ba, tungkol sa itong pag-solve dire F1 o F2 itong i-plus. It's because, kana siya, will have the same timeline at this time lang only. Okay? Pero kani, lahi man ni, F1 here, ato na siyang gidenote as F1 because that is different amount than this one. Okay? So, kaning F2, mo na niya nga to ang na-solve gyud tanan. Okay? This is the future worth gyud at the end of 2 years and 7 months of this investment. Yeah, I hope it is clear. Okay, last na class. Okay? A man wishes his son to receive 200,000 10 years from now. Okay? What amount should he invest if it will earn interest of 10% compounded annually during the first 5 years? And 12% compounded quarterly during the next 5 years. Okay, so di-complicate lang yun ang problem. Pero, sa'yo na class. All you have to do is, again, identify and draw the cash flow diagram. Sige. Kunin ko siya diri. Gusto daw ang lalaki or ang papa maka-receive yung son 10 years from now no 200,000. So meaning this 200,000 must be the future worth. Right? What amount should he invest? Ang pasabot ani, pila man dapat yung invest karon. So, ang atong unknown di ay ang P. If it will earn, so gitagaan na tani, ga-earn siya 10% compounded annually. Okay, this is M is equal to 1, no? First 5 years. And the next 5 years, quarterly, M is equal to 4. So, kanina itong i-take note. So, atong i-solve class, ay, is-draw sa itong cash flow diagram. So, if ako ang papa, then at time 0, ako ning gi-invest, no? Down ang arrow, and then this is unknown pa. Okay? After 5 years, na ako ay makuha ang F1. Okay? By virtue of this, first 5 years. And then the next 5 years, which is at the end of the 10th year na dayon, I will get a future worth of 200,000. Okay? But kada 5 years, you will have different compounding frequency. So, for the first 5 years daw, 10% compounded annually. So, ako na lang siya gi-shortcut as CA, compounded annually. So, 10% compounded annually. In the next 5 years, 12% compounded quarterly. So, pwede na to i-note dire that in this first 5 years, M is equal to 1. And then the next 5 years will be M is equal to 4. Okay? Ato lang ng guide class. Alright. So, good ta karon sa amo na itong formula, no? So, good ta karon sa pagkuha sa F1. So, kung saan natin nga amount so that paatras mo ta class. Kung saan natin nga amount, no? By virtue of this. So, unahon na ito solve paatras ta. Given tag F, unknown ning F1, which is, kung ato i-consider nga timeline, this is your P. No, with respect to 200,000. I hope you get that. Okay? So, 200,000 ang future worth, pila karon ang present worth? Kining F1. Okay? So, 1 plus 0.12 divided by 4. Okay, quarterly man. Kini atong i-consider ha. Okay? Raised to 4, upon quarterly times 5, 5 years. Okay? So, ang F1 nga itong makuha, maskin pag wala pa kakabalo class, so wala pa kakasolve, ang expectation nato will be lesser than 200,000. Of course, because gapa-atras man ta, it should be lesser. Okay? So, this is your F1 or P ni mo ni with respect to this again. Okay? So, 110,735.15. So, kung muna na siya itong amount rin, pwede na ito isulat, 110,735.15. Mas-solve na din nato ni kuan class. Again, dili ito pwede mo solve kanita diretso kay moagi sa gitaan ni kay lahi manggod ang iyahang compounding frequency. Kung isa ra na compounding frequency class, sa sulod sa 10 years, pwede na tamo diretso P. But since different man siya, so moagi sa gitaan ni. Okay? So karon kini na po na itong isolve. Kini nga timeline. Okay? So to get P, ang future nato will be this, 110. Okay? Nya compounded annually. So M nato is just equal to 1. Nya 10% na no? Ay kalimited 10%. Lahi siya og rate. Raised to 1, compounded annually man, times 5, 5 years. So, if you solve P, kani siya divided by lang ani, so we will get 68,775.82. And, mo na po din yung duman, dapat kani nga amount should be lesser than this. Kinagpatras mong gud ta. Okay, so if this is 68,000, say may implication ani, mauni dapat ang i-invest sa papa para at the end of 10 years, given these conditions, makakuha day 200,000 ang iyang anak at the end of 10 years. Okay, so that's how you solve for compounding interest. So, kung ano sa class, analysis, kung kabalo ka sa theory, kabalo po ka sa formula, then you can solve the problem. Okay, so for seat work, ginawa niyo seat work. Actually, part of your seat work is this, pero I have a separate file. There are 5 items that you're going to solve, and then you need to submit it by 3 p.m. Okay? Or siguro, let's see lang kung kaya na to i-extend pa yun. PN3. Okay, basin taas na po kayo siya. Okay, so that will be the end of compound interest or lecture 2. So just answer your seat work na akong i-attach sa classroom.